What's going on, guys? Hope you guys are having a good day. It's another one of those days where I'm kind of just doing like a lot of different stuff in the shop, so I figured I'd whip the camera out and try to make a video for you guys. If you didn't see the last video where I tore down this whole exhaust side on the 1J, took the turbo off, ran into a little bit of an issue with the turbo. Basically, there was like a full-on puddle in the bottom of the turbo looking down this pipe right here. And from my understanding, that could be slightly normal, but the amount of oil that I was seeing there is not good, or at least I don't think it's very good. And the actual play in the shaft on the turbo wasn't very much at all, so I didn't think it was like too big of a deal. But the other day I was going to put the turbo back on the motor, and when I turned it over, a whole like dinosaur looking chunk of like congealed oil and like nasty looking shit fell out of the tube right here on the turbo, and that does not really sound good. So might be sending this bad boy off to Drift Motion. They offer like a rebuild thing on their site where they put like a billet aluminum compressor wheel and a machine steel exhaust wheel, and they go through it, replace all the seals and all that stuff. So I'm gonna talk to them, see what they think. I'm thinking it probably needs to be rebuilt, just especially for the money. They charge $700 for it, which is not cheap, but like in the world of turbos and stuff like that, it's sort of cheap. And if it could save my engine, it's kind of like, you know, peace of mind and stuff. I don't want to go putting a bad turbo on there. But as far as stuff happening today, I think I want to try to get my dash bar back in on the 240. You can see there's like nothing in there right now. Possibly the thumbnail of this video, I'm not quite sure yet, is gonna be the Is300, because I just checked my oil on that thing and it's like, but when I checked it this time, it was like really low. We got some sort of an oil issue going on with the Is300, which is kind of a bummer. I definitely don't think it's burning oil though, because if it was burning oil, especially the amount of oil that actually had drained down on the stick, it for sure I would think would be like blowing smoke out, but I don't know, maybe not. It doesn't like really drip really that much or anything, so kind of confused. I don't really know. I think I'm gonna pop this timing belt cover off because there's like some residue up in here. I want to check just to kind of see if I can see anything around the cam seals. It does seem to have some sort of a little bit of a leak around the cam seal. It's kind of hard to tell just how bad it is and how much of it's coming from the cam seal. It's kind of hard to tell if it's coming from the cam seals or if it's coming from like, I think it's kind of just leaking everywhere. So I don't know what to do at this point. Is Will gonna get 350Z? Is that happening? Maybe we'll just get a V6 Challenger, something like that. I don't know. Maybe just sell the Is300 and get a Silverado, maybe a Challenger. Hell, I mean, maybe a Charger. So I'm having an extremely hard time trying to get this dash bar back in with the roll cage in here, and it's supposed to work. It's just gonna take a perfect combination of everything going just right with finagling and things not being in the way to squeeze it in between. See, it just hits the cage obviously, but no matter how much you try to like twist it and get in from angles, especially with these stupid things here, it just gets very complicated trying to get it in behind this. You know, that's how it goes. Most things are complicated when you try to get it in, if you know what I'm saying. But maybe I'm gonna try to pop the steering wheel off so these have more room to like come back. Figured I would let y'all watch me struggle to put this dash bar in real quick.
Fuck this thing, dude.
New plan. I'm pretty sure this thing's not important, so we're gonna cut off this stupid ass piece of plastic and hopefully make my life a lot easier because it keeps catching on that thing. So maybe that's the ticket. Look at that. Oh my gosh, dude. That was so hard. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna try to help you guys out as much as I can for anybody that's hopefully watching this, if they're having to do the same thing. I cut off this piece right here. It's like, if this is the center of it, there's like these two things coming off. There's a little piece right here that just curves around. I went and put this part up at an angle kind of this way, and I put this part basically through this little hole right here as much as I could, as far down as I could. That leaves you just enough room to snake this piece in just straight in, and then it seems like it's not in there and it's not gonna work, but this is gonna be kind of stuck down here, and you have to just like hit it with your hand, and eventually it'll pop up into place, and you can just kind of move some stuff around, wires and stuff that are pinched, and it'll really start to sit where it needs to be. What's going on, guys? So I'm actually filming the second half of this video from a different day. Ended up having to stop the other day when I was putting the dash bar in, but I found the little bracket for it and got it all tightened up now, so everything's good to go. I'm kind of a little bit behind the ball on pulling my camera out today because I've already kind of started working a little bit on the 1J and figured I would film some of this because you guys like seeing it. I should have filmed the before and after on these little crevices in here where the cool packs go. I might have something on my phone I could show you just how oily and dirty it was. Here's the before and after, just how dirty those little crevices were, filled up with oil and everything. It's just, hopefully you can tell just how dirty all of that was. Obviously those are the clean ones, and then in a second it'll show the other side. Yeah, there's a ton of oil just like chilling down there. I might try to pop off all the stuff on the front since I'm waiting on the turbo, which I don't know if we've talked about the turbo in this video. So yeah, my turbo might be blown, maybe not. Basically what happened is I found quite a bit of oil down in the bottom of the compressor housing. It plopped out this like alien looking chunk of like congealed oil and stuff. So when I tipped it over, and just a bunch of oil fell out. So there's not really like a whole lot of shaft play or anything, so I think it's good there, but it does seem like there definitely could be somewhere where something's not super great. And driftmotion.com offers a CT15 turbo rebuild, and it's about $700, and they go through and replace everything, the bearings, all the seals. They put a machine billet compressor wheel, machine steel turbine wheel, all the goodies. They say it's good for like I think 400 wheel, that's with a tune and like the proper fuel and stuff to go along with it. But it's kind of good peace of mind after finding that oil just to go ahead and get my turbo rebuilt. Plus I know that down the road I can add some supporting mods, a little bit more fuel, get it retuned, and be able to make more power. So for $700, like, to be able to make a lot more power, I mean, that's kind of the low end power numbers that I was shooting for with, like, if I were to go to like a GTX 3071R or something like that, one of the new Garrett turbos, but that would be like way more expensive. So it's kind of a no-brainer. Just go ahead and drop the $700 on it. Since I'm tearing down the front of the engine, that means I get the fun task of pulling off this balancer, and that's gonna be really fun. Hopefully this won't give me too much trouble. We'll just pray to the Jay-Z gods that it will let me take it off, please. Wasn't really planning on stopping right here, but the more I think about it, it kind of makes sense because I can't actually put anything back together because I can't put the timing belt back on because I need to do the cam seals first, and I can't do the cam seals without taking off the cam gears. I can't do the cam gears without taking the valve cover off because I got to be able to get a wrench to the top of there's like a little nut on the cam so you can pop these bad boys off, and I'm not doing the valve covers right now anyways. Don't have nearly enough time to do all of that right now, so it kind of doesn't make any sense to take anything else off because I'm not going to be able to reassemble it. So I might actually just leave it and pop all that stuff off right before I do it. With all that being said, I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you did, drop a big like down below. If you want to see more, definitely go hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.